Well, hello there, and welcome back to the next episode of RealismCraft. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have been having a rough time. I can't get the ender frogs out of my mind for whatever reason. Every time I go to bed, I wake up, and I just don't know what to do about it. Now, hopefully, for better or for worse, in this episode, we're gonna address those concerns. But let's, of course, start out with some fan appreciation. And Nori, you had a special privilege, and you certainly delivered. You got to name our new little green friend. And of course, if we open up our trapdoors of doom here, there we are. We have Ivy Jr. there on your left, and Shrek the Frog. When you had said that his name should be Shrek the Frog, I just lost it. I thought it was hilarious. So, yep, Ivy Jr., Shrek the Frog. These are my little companions. They're just chilling out in their little netherrack pool. So, happy to have both of those little guys, and thank you, Fred and Nori, for naming them for me. And then, of course, we have... Oh, I just fell into a hole. I'm sorry about that. We had Yenity. Yenity, you had mentioned that you still can't move on from episode 17. Now, if you hadn't watched that episode, that was the episode of Surviving the End. It was the one where I died to an Enderman at the end when I was in the... what do you call those things? The End Cities? There you go. Can't believe I forgot that. But, yeah, I had lost my elytra and all that hard work, and it was just a really fun episode. I got to watch it back just to kind of see what you were talking about, and it had some chill vibes to it. We really got to explore and just talk, communicate, so you had mentioned that the episode just before this was similar to that, and hopefully going on from here on out, we can have more just chill episodes of us talking and doing things together. You know, we can build, walk around. Not really, but, you know, we can build, but I don't know about walking. That might be a bit boring, but we'll have nice little adventures where we could just chill out together. So, thank you so much for that nice comment, Yenity. And then, of course, we have our dear Soup King. Soup King, you had mentioned back behind me there in the ice, we had a forest that had some mystery blocks in it. The reason for that is, well, the Ender Frogs. I'm going to blame the Ender Frogs because, they broke my RealismCraft to the point where I could not record an episode for you guys without it crashing every minute or two when I recorded. So I had to switch to the lighter version of RealismCraft, and as a result, the blocks that were in that pack went away. So wherever the world naturally generated with those custom blocks are now mystery blocks. And then, of course, we have I Am George, right? I usually pronounce his name I Am George, which are kind of fun, but he had mentioned that... What do you mean, he? I'm talking to you, Georgie. George? Georgie. How about George? Yeah. I Am George. You had mentioned that YouTube wouldn't let you use I Am George, so you had all the extra E's on there, but I could pronounce it I Am George. Well, you know what? Either way is fun. I might still do George and George, just for fun of it. So, you had said well done on the last video, and I really appreciate you and just taking the time to comment on the videos. And then, of course, we have one final comment from Mars is Fake. You had mentioned that the build behind me was a great build, that you enjoyed it, but you had thought that maybe I needed to do something a little bit different. After all, we're attracting ender frogs, right? So, what better way to attract something than to build an image of it? So, that's what we're going to be doing in this Let's Play episode today. Hopefully we can get an ender frog to show up by building a statue of it. But not just a statue. I had a lot of thought about it in between episodes, and let me tell you about it. Okay, so we have our structure that we built in the last episode. This is, of course, where we ended up with Shrek. This is where we had Shrek the Frog, right? So we ended up putting the tadpoles inside this little chamber here, and out he popped, right? So we have Ivy Jr., Shrek the Frog. And it really got me thinking is this structure is all made out of wood. Now, when we had built our structure in the swamp, it was made out of stone, and it had different kinds of water elements to it and stuff, so it looked like it belonged in a swamp, something that a frog would be attracted to. And of course, if we remember our stronghold had a frog statue in it, right in front of the end portal there. And everything was mossy and wet and deep and dark, so it made me think, well, what if what we did wrong was we built with the wrong materials? And we're going to see if we can make a structure maybe that would be worthy of a ender frog showing up, right? And I think that Mars is Fake's idea of building a statue of an ender frog would actually work out pretty well, because why not? The stronghold had one. So what better way to attract an ender frog than to just do it? Oh, I think I gotta go to bed. Let me see if I can do this backwards. Look down. Can't do it. Can't do it. Alright, I gotta switch. Alright, so here's the deal, is I was looking around for a good spot maybe to build it that wasn't too far away from where Shrek the Frog got birth, right? And what if we happen to build it right into the side of a mountain? If we think about it, a mountain could be kind of cold inside, it could be dark, it could be damp. So right here actually looked like a pretty good area. So I cleared out the trees and I picked out some materials that, oh, what happened? Hello? Oh! There's a Skelly boy over there! Not today, Skelly. Come on. Oh, yeah. And... ta-da! Ow, he still got me. Ow! Alright, I gotta work on my player versus environment skills here. So anyway, I had some goodies that I picked out that I thought maybe we can build with. So, like endstone could be something that would attract the ender frogs. Crying obsidian I thought was a neat choice, considering that they're like portals. And we got our stone, but we're also going to try something different with black stone and maybe some decorative glass. I have an add-on that adds different kinds of specialty glass. So I'm thinking if we build something here, this is about where the sun rises, and it's going to be setting in that opposite direction. So if the sun rises here, maybe we can get the sunbeam right across the frog statue to look pretty good. So what do you say we try it? So let's say that the center of the pillar, which would be like this spot here, what if that was actually crying obsidian? And I just heard a chicken die. Oh, it was probably the fox. Oh. Today, on this fateful day, we lost a feathery friend. In honor of his memories, we will now place crying obsidian over his tomb. May we all have a morning moment of silence for this little guy. Okay, let's get back to it. So anyway, so what I'm thinking is we need to decide how tall we want the pillar to be. So we can just bring this up a little bit here and there. And what if... Okay, oop, can I even do this in this mode? Yeah, okay. So we're going to look down, jump, and place our pillars. There we go, there we go. Do I have something above me? That's my boot. And my butt. Uh-oh, it's dark. I gotta go to bed. Ow! Bedtime! What if we take our end bricks and we just go ahead and we wrap them around here? And on these sides, we're just going to build them straight up. And in the middle, what if we had like a wall periodically up the like pillar? I bet that'll look nice. Alright, so we got both of our pillars in. I really like the look of the crying obsidian inside with the end. It does make it look very voidish, like Enderman-ish. And I think it's pretty cool. I left the terrain as it is, so we're just kind of building around in it. It makes it look like it's been sort of buried or taken over time, right? So next thing we got to do is change the pedestals and maybe add a little bit of a peak roof to them and see what we can do. Yeah, I think that stands out a little bit better. I like that. Alright, so why don't we get the peaks going here? I think we can continue the slab look, but maybe we can top it off with a endstone wall or another crying obsidian. Probably another crying obsidian would probably look pretty good. Alright, so let's say that we want our crying obsidian to go up just one more peak. And then we can drop that around here. If I don't fall off. Yep, just like that. Here we go. It's kind of basic in a way, but I like it. I think that the ender frogs would probably enjoy something that's a little bit more simple. They're not like the bad ender people, you know, the ones that decided to steal everything for themselves and lock it away. So I like that. I think that looks nice. Well, let's just keep it for now. If we take some dirt, we can just pull that here, and we take some deep slate stairs. Oh yeah, deep slate and endstone. Man, that's the ticket right there. That looks good together. And we'll say his toes kind of start where the face would be. So what if we just bring this up and over? Okay, so we got a layer of 2. If we go up maybe one more here and here, and then if we just fill that in with the rest of the blackstone, but we can maybe do it like a polished version, I think that would be kind of cool. There we go. So we kind of got that like smiley shape. That's usually a good indication of, oh, this is our frog. Alright, why don't we go ahead and actually delete part of the thigh on this side and part of the thigh on that side. And then what we can do is we can take our normal blackstone and come on back a couple blocks, maybe 3 blocks, and then 3 blocks on that side of the smiley. And this could be the base of maybe where the frog eye begins. Alright, that is pretty sweet looking. So we now have our little ender frog up there. I think the feet worked out okay. I might switch them out to like a polished blackstone eventually. But at least for now, I think it definitely covers that look. So, wonder what it looks like from a distance over here. Oh yeah, and the fog, that looks nice. And we even sealed up the entrance for now, because we don't want to open it just yet. I want to see what Ivy Jr. and Shrek the Frog think, because that's going to be pretty cool. But of course, before we do that, I do want to thank you guys so much for being with me on this episode. This has been a lot of fun building this little temple shrine thingy behind me. And I think it's cool. We got a little blackstone frog up there. So, Mars, thank you for the awesome idea. And I hope you guys had fun with it. So, let's go ahead and get Ivy Jr. and Shrek the Frog's opinion. And then we can call it a day. Ivy Jr., Shrek the Frog, you guys are going to love this build. But you got to let me know if an ender frog is really going to come or not. You guys are my best option of what I got because you're both frogs. So, yeah, come on. It's all the way over here. Oh man, that looks really nice. And I hope they like it at least. I mean, we worked really hard on it. What do you guys think? Uh-oh, we lost Shrek. Shrek? Come on, Shrek. We're almost there. Oh, your lead broke, that's why. Okay. See, Ivy Jr.'s the good one. He's on his lead still. Come on. See, guys? Isn't this nice? I mean, come on. So you are real. You're an ender frog.
Yes, and you, Blue One, have brought me here. But my power is failing.
What do you mean? Ender frogs created this world. Why is your power failing?
We are ender frogs, and use normal frogs as visual representations of ourselves. What you see is an illusion of our presence. Our power cores have been locked away in what you call the Nether.
So why can't you just go there and retrieve them?
Blue One, my form cannot persist like this. We're bound to the void, but perhaps others may retrieve what is ours. Please don't lose heart. Gather 3 keys and brave the...
Ender Frog? Ivy Jr., Shrek the Frog, what are we gonna do now?